The Economic Development Association of Alabama is a trade association. We represent economic development professionals around the state. We're a statewide organization. And one of the things that our primary mission is to increase the professionalism and provide professional development opportunities for economic developers. We have about 500 members. 60 to 70% of those members are what we call regular members, practitioners, people who actually go out and work in the communities to recruit or expand existing industry. And then the other 30 to 40% are what we call associate members. Those members are ones that are related or have a specific interest in economic development. For example, engineering firms, law firms, accounting firms, business development representatives for construction companies, those types of professions, those types of individuals that benefit or have a vested interest in seeing economic development take place in the state. Economic development has probably changed more in the last 10 years. I've been in economic development as a practitioner for about a little over 30 years, and then have been with the association for, as I said, a little over 7. But I've seen more change in economic development probably in the last 10 years. Primary technology is impacting it, as it is everything. There were, an original, or I guess with the way we did economic development back in the day, it was an awful lot of exchanging of printed proposals when you got a request for information from a company that said, okay, we're looking for a 100,000 square foot building or a 50-acre site. You would pull together physically information on buildings and sites, and you'd put that in a format and then in a notebook, and then mail that to your to the prospective company or the consultant. And now everything's done electronically. Additionally, there's so much information online that's available about communities, from very granular information about sites and buildings, things like that, education and attainment levels, labor information, workforce information, that a lot of what you're doing as a economic developer is you're providing verification for the information that a company or a consultant's already got. Everybody runs on economic development, whether you're the president or the congressman or a senator, down to mayors and county commissioners and city council people. And it's very simple. The way I look at economic development, and that is just creating wealth in a community, creating opportunities. And a lot of, I guess, political figures, or public figures rather, what they do is they create an opportunity. They create an environment in which that kind of the economic development process can take place. A lot of times you've got to invest in infrastructure. You've got to spend money up front in order to be ready to seriously recruit industry. And then I think a lot of communities and I think a lot of public officials sometimes don't understand the importance of taking care of your existing industry, because it's the old saying that it's a lot easier to maintain or to retain 100 jobs than it is to go out and find 100 jobs or go out and recruit 100 jobs in. So I would say that's where I think political leadership can play a significant role in economic development, is making sure you're ready, investing those wisely, practicing wise stewardship, investing in infrastructure and being ready for those opportunities when they present themselves. You've got the automotive industry, which is a huge driver, and it is a relatively young industry in the state. Mercedes, which is the project that started it all, is about 26, 27 years old. And because of not just the original equipment manufacturers, but it's all the suppliers that came in around it. Hyundai is a huge economic driver for Central Alabama, and I think will continue to be, as well as the suppliers. The good thing about these automotive industries is you have they're a significant benefit to the community they're located in. But where I think the real benefit is all the supplier network that develops around them to manufacture parts that are going to be assembled at the plant. And then I guess in the Central Alabama area, you've got a strong agricultural presence. that's going to continue. I mean, that's basically what Alabama has always been, an agrarian state. And while we do have an awful lot of manufacturing, I think that the agribusiness, or agriculture, is going to be really, really large. What we want to see, and I think what's good for the state, is when we can get further processing, or you can get, not only do you have the raw material, but you also take that raw material and do further processing. That creates good quality jobs, higher paying jobs. And then finally, advanced manufacturing. Besides the automotive, we continue to be strong with that throughout the region. From Auburn to Selma, we're seeing an awful lot of good activity. And then finally, logistics, supply chain. That's been an awful lot in the news, an awful lot here as of late because of the pandemic. But I think Central Alabama and Alabama itself is really, really well positioned with an interstate system and railroads and a navigable waterway. It makes a big, big difference for, I think, and we're poised for economic success around the state, but specifically in Central Alabama.